Hey.
What in the heck was that? Are you gonna get it together? Okay.
Okay, and I forgot to tell you, I'm Tammy, and this is all about living. And what?
Say hi.
And hi again. I'm Tammy, and this is all about living. Let's get started. Today we're going to be making something really simple. It's called chicken bitty soup. If y'all been with us any length of time, you know my recipes have to be quick, inexpensive, and taste good. That's their only criteria. And I use the same ingredients over and over and over, but you never get the same thing twice. Chicken bitty soup is one of those really easy pantry meals. I'll show you the ingredients in a second. It's just easy. And I've already started we're gonna have some fettuccine noodles, and I already started my water because my cameraman was busy and I'm hungry, and so we got to get started. All right, and just because I show you the ingredients doesn't mean you have to run off. Keep watching. All right, you're gonna need some fettuccine noodles, or I don't know why regular egg noodles wouldn't work. It would be perfectly fine. Some garlic, some salt, pepper, chicken bouillon, chicken broth. Now you need one can, like 15 ounces, whatever a normal can size is. But I have my own, and that's better, so that's what I'm going to use. You need 1 can of carrots, 1 can of potatoes, and an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Now, I used 8 ounces of tomato sauce the other day, so I actually have that's probably maybe 6 ounces. But I didn't throw it away. I put it in the fridge and made sure I could use it in another recipe. Don't throw it away, you bought it. 1 onion. I got just some little pieces of bell pepper, and we're going to throw those in there. Some cheddar cheese, and 1 larger size can of chicken. That's all you're going to need. All right, my water's boiling now, and I'm going to liberally salt that water. I want my pasta to have some kind of flavor. So I put a lot, probably a good 2 tablespoons. If you've watched our channel for any length of time, you know I always tell you salt is all relative. I like a lot of salt to flavor my pastas. It doesn't matter what it is, fettuccine, spaghetti, noodles, whatever. I salt that water. But that's a preference, so you don't have to do that. And Randy wanted me to ask, to tell you how much water I had in here. Well, I don't know exactly how much water I have in here, but you need to follow the directions for whatever the pasta is that you're using at any given time. And it'll tell you how much water to how much pasta. All right, there's just Randy and I, so I really don't need but a half a box of pasta, and that's probably still enough for him to have lunch tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to get that in the water. And I'm just going to take some tongs and move that around, make sure they're not sticking. I'm going to put just a little olive oil in there. This isn't part of the recipe. You don't have to do it. But if you put a little oil in there, it will stop your pan from boiling over when you put the lid back on to bring that back up to the boil. All right, while that's boiling or coming up to a boil, that'll take 12 or 13 minutes. And this probably doesn't take 15 to get fully done because everything basically is already done. Okay, we're going to dice these vegetables up. And like I said, the actual recipe is for a green bell pepper. Well, I didn't see the point in using a green bell pepper when I already had these open and I need to use them. So feel free to use whatever's in your fridge. It'll all work out. And like I said, see, I'm just, just making them small. Nothing perfect. They're just cut up. It's a soup after all. Okay, on to the onion. Okay, and we're just going to do the same thing with that onion. We're just going to dice it up. Actually, I'm going to do it kind of, about the same size as that. And y'all remember, do not throw these peels and ends away. First off, you can actually plant that and it will grow green tops. It absolutely will. Just throw it in a little pot and it will grow. But I put it in the freezer and use it for all kinds of things. I can make broth out of it. I use it for a homemade bug spray. I never throw that away. I bought it. I'm going to use it. Okay, now we're going to get this pot on a medium flame, medium to medium low, not too much. Remember, everything's cooked except for the onions and peppers. And we're going to saute those first. We're going to put that pan on there. We're going to let it get hot. And then I'm going to put just a tablespoon of olive oil in there to saute my onions and peppers. Okay, my pan is hot now. So I'm going to put my little tablespoon of oil in there. And I'm going to put my veggies in there. Voila! Veggies in. And we're just going to stir those around, let them sizzle a little bit and get just a little bit soft. Alright, that's how I test my pasta. Nothing fancy here. And then I break off a little piece. That worked good. And my pasta is done. Okay, now my $1.25 magic colander has all the water gone. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil to this, just so it won't stick. I'm going to just toss it around and get that oil all over it so that when I go to pick it up to put it in my bowl, I don't have to fight with it. We're just going to move those around just a little bit. They've been in there 2 or 3 minutes. I don't want to burn them or brown them. I just want to get them soft. So we're getting close. Okay, we're going to start opening these cans now because that's not long for being ready. And we're going to open this can of chicken. We're going to open those carrots. We're going to open those potatoes. There we go. Alright, take this lid off. Alright. Okay, now we're just going to start dumping. We're going to use all the juice out of the cans. We're not throwing anything away. We're not draining anything. Okay, now we need those spices. We're going to put just a little over a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. We're going to put a couple of teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Okay, now if you have fresh garlic or minced garlic, you can absolutely put that in when you do your peppers and onions, and that'll be perfectly fine, and then you wouldn't need the powder. But up to you. Now I'm only going to put a half a teaspoon of salt in here because I put that chicken bouillon and I know it has a lot of salt. So I'm just going to start with a half and then I'll taste it before I serve. And pepper is all relative. You can put as much or as little pepper as you want. We like a lot, so it's going to take me a minute. I don't know what's up with my grinder. It takes forever. Alright, that's about all I'm willing to roll it, so that's going to be good. Right, and we're just going to give that a stir. Make sure we're not sticking anywhere. And we're going to let that come up to a simmer. We're going to put the lid on it, and it's going to come up to a simmer. Okay, I'm up to that good slow simmer now. So it's time to add my cheese. Okay, I'm going to put my shredded cheddar cheese in here that I already shredded up. And I'm going to start with a cup. And see how thick it is. If it needs to be a little thicker, I'll add a little more. I'm going to let it just sit here and simmer for just a few minutes with that cheese. Let some of the steam evaporate some of that. If it doesn't thicken up just a little bit, I might add some cornstarch. Okay, I think it's plenty thick enough for me. I am going to pour it over that pasta, so I'm going to call it good, and we're going to plate this up. We're going to grab us some pasta. Turn around a little bit. Pick us up some pasta. Drop it in that bowl. Not a big pile. About like that. Enough where there's 3 servings of that pasta. And I'm going to be generous with that sauce. There we go. Okay. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy your chicken bitty soup as much as we enjoyed making it for you. We really like this. We don't have it all the time, but it's different and it's all pantry staples. And if you add up everything that was in there, I know you don't have $10 in it. And if you use the whole pack of pasta, you can easily feed 4 or 5 people and still have some leftover sauce. I mean, it is very, very, very economical. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.